Hello, welcome to this update for Oceania. So let's see what's happening because we have this big cold front in Australia with a lot of snow happening right now as I speak in spots of southeastern Australia, and this will affect New Zealand too. In the north, we have some tropical rains in Indonesia, the Samoa Islands, and more areas in the tropics. So let's start with the south here first. So now it's June 24th. I think in Australian time it's almost night or almost June 25th. And we have this snow happening in some mountains in southeastern Australia now. And this will continue until at least tomorrow night, June 25th. So this the European model. It goes there, shows like some snow in Tasmania too, throughout tonight into Wednesday the 25th, and shows that snow in Victoria, New South Wales, the mountains, and a little bit of freezing rain too, some ice in those mountains. So this goes the 25th, shows more throughout tomorrow night, still some snow in some other highlands further north as well, and then Wednesday. This clears out, but still a snow shower through in some areas by Wednesday night. This goes and later goes entirely into New Zealand there. But let's see now here. So there's this front towards New Zealand, and it starts arriving as early as June 25th tomorrow. Shows like Wednesday. This goes some heavy rain in the South Island. Be careful in those areas near those mountains and everything's some heavy rain. So Wednesday, this goes, shows more snow in the mountains too, a storm or two as well. And then Wednesday, more rain on Thursday for further north into central New Zealand, northern New Zealand Thursday, the 26th, and shows still some snow by the 27th, Friday as kind of a low pressure trying to develop, and then it shows like some heavier rain possible central northern New Zealand Friday. The GFS models similar thing too, and then this goes shows as the cyclone spins near New Zealand, more snow Friday into Saturday and more rain in those areas and some freezing rain during the mountains. And then by Sunday, the 29th, it's mostly gone, but still shows some snow drizzles Sunday into Monday, but it quiets down for a bit before July 2nd. We might have some more, but that's far out still. So be careful in those areas and shows here too like further into northern Australia, a storm or two northernmost Queensland, but nothing that crazy, just like northernmost areas, a storm or two. And then this goes a weak cold front across southwestern Australia by Thursday, the 26th. It doesn't even reach Perth, just further southwest, then a few showers and shows like across northern Queensland by Saturday and Sunday, the 28th and 29th, shows some more rain into northern Queensland. So be aware those areas Saturday shows Sunday a few more storms and some rain further there into southern Queensland on June 30th, and still some rain in New South Wales. So be aware. It shows another cold front possible near southwest Australia, July 1st, possibly, but that's still quite far out. So be aware, but there might be changes still. So be careful in those areas. There's the GFS as well. Shows like the snow across southeastern Australia. Wednesday, this goes there. And shows Thursday, this clears out and shows this extra tropical cyclone towards New Zealand. Thursday. Then this goes, probably some heavy rain and strong wind there, and still some coastal showers across New South Wales and Tasmania. Still some showers there. Thursday into like Saturday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. This is on June 29th. Still shows a few showers in Queensland, the GFS. So be aware those areas. There's the icon. Shows a few scarce thunderstorms as well, and some some snow in the mountains Thursday into Wednesday. There's some snow, and then this goes and shows some very heavy rain this front New Zealand. So stay safe Wednesday, Thursday, especially Thursday, like Thursday to Friday. The heaviest rain in Auckland might be Friday across northern New Zealand. So be careful. This goes and like yeah, and still shows like on the 29th in Tasmania some rain and snow. So be careful those areas shows like the rain accumulation from the icon shows a few spots in Tasmania, some 42 centimeters, spots southeastern Australia 32 9 centimeters, but there New Zealand might be the heaviest, some 127 centimeters, those northwestern facing slopes, and some 176 in some areas. So just stay safe in those areas. Be careful. Shows more there across northern South Island, close to 200 meters in a spot or two. So even like 213 in a few spots. So be careful. Central New Zealand in those areas, especially near the South Island. Shows the North Island a couple spots of more than 100 meters as well, and shows 28 in Auckland, more spots close to 40 millimeters. So be careful. There's the European model, and it's even heavier. Shows to 164 millimeters South Island, those slopes there. So 157 in the northwestern corner of the South Island, even to 233 millimeters on the European model. So stay safe in those areas. Really be careful. This heavy rain, more spots like central New Zealand and the South Island, close to 200 meters. So this might cause some disruptions to minor flooding. So stay safe. Even landslides shows more spots in the North Island, close or more than the 100 meters. So stay safe. More than 42 meters in Auckland. So there's the GFS. It has specifically this corner, the northern portion of the South Island, like most models. All the models I've seen are showing more than 200 meters in this area, northern South Island. So be careful, there's some flooding. Stay safe. And also the GFS, some more in the North Island and further south in the South Island. So stay safe. There's the access as well. Shows like these areas across the South Island, those slopes to 200 meters, 207. So the axis usually shows more than all the other models. Usually it shows up to 300 meters, the northern side of the South Island. This would be very dangerous, 300, like even to 340 meters. Usually the axis shows too much, but it's very accurate most times. So be careful in those areas. Stay safe, especially if there are any like steep terrain or rivers, some flash flooding. So be careful. This goes and shows more than 100 meters, a few spots in the North Island as well. So stay safe in those areas. And let's see for snow here. So right now, as I speak, it's snowing across southwest, southeastern Australia. So this is the European model. Shows a few spots there across southeastern Australia, even to like 40 centimeters. Next 5 days, 39, 30 centimeters, a few spots, some 26 centimeters. So stay safe in those areas. Show some 2 centimeters, 7, a few spots. So stay safe in those areas. And this like right now because this 5 days until next Sunday. But if I put just until tomorrow, Wednesday, this barely changes. So all this snow will come the next 12 to 24 hours. So please be careful. If I put just 12 hours, alright, it shows to like some 36 centimeters of snow next 12 hours. And I'm making this video June 24th. It's about like it's already nighttime there. So you might wake up and still snowing. So stay safe in those areas. Shows the GFS 5 days, those same areas to 25, 29 centimeters. The GFS slightly less than the European, but does show those areas to 29, 30 centimeters too. So stay safe in this highland slightly further north to New South Wales too. So be careful. The icon's a little bit less and more isolated in the mountains, but does show some 2 centimeters further north. Those main areas, New South Wales to 31 centimeters. More spots further to Victoria, more than 7 centimeters. So stay safe there. There's the access too. The access has the most of the models, like some 44 centimeters. Those spots in New South Wales, that higher terrain. So stay safe in those areas. Some 21 centimeters, 38, 13 centimeters. So stay safe in those areas. 12, 7 centimeters further south, and even some drizzles, snow drizzles in Victoria. So be aware, Tasmania, some snow as well, especially central Tasmania, some mountains there, more spots throughout central western Tasmania. There's the European too, has carried further into western Tasmania, in those central mountains, more more than 8 centimeters. The icon has some as well, and the GFS more across Tasmania. So be careful that snow there. New Zealand still shows those areas 5 days, close to 52 centimeters, a few spots central New Zealand. So stay safe there, be careful, especially like this is a big chunk of the South Island that you might get snow. So be aware, there's the European shows across those areas in the mountains, especially Mount Cook to 29, and more spots to even 43 centimeters, close to 43, a few spots. So stay safe. Shows very close to Christchurch, but not really there. But you have snow close to you as well. So shows more across further southern New Zealand, a few mountains. In the north, like very little, like half a centimeter. But the icon, the GFS, nothing. Just the European has that northern mountain. The axis, 0.1 there, so total like barely nothing. And the axis has less snow, but does have snow in the South Island too, some 21 centimeters, 37, a few spots. That's less than the other models, but still has snow as well. So be careful in those areas, especially there, New Zealand into southeastern Australia. So stay safe. Now this front has some very strong wind happening right now across southern Australia. And one thing that's kind of dangerous with this, like in those mountains, you have wind and snow at the same time. So it might make some low visibility, some blizzard-like conditions. So be careful in those areas. So this is right now, the Europeans is up to 106 km per Gus in some areas there. The GFS is just 71, and the icon is all the way to 116. And there's the axis shows like to just 91, 94 km per Gus in a few spots, but it doesn't matter if it's 70 or if it's 100. You'll be some dangerous visibility in the same way. So be careful in those areas, and yeah, so those islands between Tasmania and New Zealand shows a 97 km per Gus too. Further spots southern Australia. Then Tuesday shows this is Tuesday now, but as we go into Wednesday morning, shows more spots in southern New South Wales, those strong winds. So stay safe. Wednesday still shows strong gusts, big portion of New South Wales, some 72 km per Gus, 66 more across spots of Tasmania, close to Australia too. Wednesday, this goes, shows more there, still some spots New South Wales. Thursday, kind of better, and then and then it quiets down for a bit. But be aware, those areas in New Zealand, it's just about to start. So let's see here. Tuesday and Wednesday shows the southern tip of New Zealand, those strong gusts there. Wednesday, a few spots central New Zealand, there in the mountains. The Europeans is more than 100 km per hour, the mountains. The GFS has stronger too in a few spots. It has more in the ocean, some 100 km per hour, but not as high as the European. And as you can see further to the east of New Zealand, there's this dominant high pressure system there in the ocean, driving the winds kind of this way. So here there's Wednesday, this coast, the European is very strong with these gusts, like close to 135 km per hour in the mountains. I bet the icon is even stronger. It shows to like 134 km per hour, 113, 131. So very strong wind in those areas. Stay safe there. Be careful, some blizzard conditions, the mountains, but also like loose objects might fly. So yeah, be careful those gusts and protect yourself too. Shows more sun in the North Island, especially into Thursday morning. Still some strong gusts, northern South Island spots in New Zealand there. So stay safe Thursday, shows Thursday to Friday more the North Island, some 67 km per hour in Auckland. The icon has some spots central North Island to even more. So Friday this goes, it does reach on the European model close to 80 km per hour in Auckland on Friday morning. The GFS is 55, the icon 72. The access is about some A in Auckland as well. And before that, Wednesday, the access also in the mountains, more than 100 km per hour, central South Island, even to 134. This goes southern North Island, Wellington, even to 90 km per hour, Thursday into Friday. So stay safe in those areas. Be careful. And then Friday to Saturday still shows there in some struggles near the South Island in Christchurch, near the coast, in Waitani as well. Saturday through Sunday, and still later by Mondays, just south of New Zealand, Waitani, and then it calms down. But by July 2nd, we might have stuff again to watch. So stay safe in those areas. Be careful the damaging winds, plus that snow and heavy rain those areas. And this is not the end of the story. There's still this cold as well, especially behind this front in Australia. So shows like now already close to 0 degrees, -1, some spots southeastern New South Wales. So be careful in those areas. Tuesday shows there more cold Tasmania, a few spots to -1. And southwestern Australia is kind of chilly, some 8 degrees, 7, 6 degrees in a few spots, some places slightly milder. But Wednesday, this goal still shows across southeastern Australia Thursday night into Thursday morning. So something like Wednesday night to Thursday morning, some -5, some -1 just south of Canberra. More spots to -2. Spots in Tasmania as well, to like -1, -2. So stay safe in those areas, especially southeastern Australia with frost and everything. So Wednesday, this goes and shows like about 5 a.m. or something, the early morning, even colder, extending further north into New South Wales. Some -1, a few spots -7, some -1, even as far north as northern New South Wales. So stay safe, some -7. This goes does increase during the days, so 3 degrees, 11, 16 along the coast, 12 degrees. But Thursday, this goes Friday morning, still very cold. Those areas with some frost. So some -6, some -1, spots of 0 degrees, more spots New South Wales into southern Queensland, 9 degrees in Brisbane, some more spots to 3 degrees, interior spots Brisbane, no Brisbane, yeah, southern Queensland into Tasmania, show like some 0 degrees. So Thursday during the day does get slightly milder, some 13 degrees, 19 in Brisbane, 20 further north in Queensland, some 16, 17 degrees, Western Australia. But Friday, this goes Friday night to Saturday, down to 3 degrees, southern Northern Territory, South Australia, some spots colder, and then the show as again the southeast, some -4, -3 in a few spots. So stay safe in those areas and stay warm. So Friday this goes gets better during the day, especially the further north you go, and then still shows Saturday night to Sunday morning. This is still colder. So this is Sunday morning, still sun active temperatures, central Tasmania too. Sunday afternoon slightly better, and then still shows by next week less cold, but still cold in the morning. So be aware those areas, especially this week there. And not northernmost Australia is very warm still, warm and tropical. Shows in Darwin, spots there even to 33 degrees, northern Queensland, Northern Territory. So still pretty warm up there. But there's like the ICO model for southeastern Australia shows a bigger extent of cold temperatures, like 0 degrees as far north as southern Queensland, some -1. So shows more New South Wales, Tasmania. The GFS is like mostly in New South Wales and Victoria, but does show as far north as northern New South Wales, some freezing temperatures. So the axis shows like as well even spots of like South Australia to -1, some isolated spots, northern New South Wales as well, some 3 degrees in Queensland, and shows this mountains southern South Wales as cold as -7. And be aware the wind chills feels like temperatures will be colder too. So stay warm, be aware those areas. And just for like some extra information. Let's see some maps for frost here. So I'll just see if they got anything. So these links in the description. You come to Map I here and shows like storm, snow, fog, and everything like significant weather. Now shows that snow happening in some areas there, but like tonight still some snow, some frost in some isolated spots, and some fog in the south and like even Queensland. Shows even some frost across Western Australia possibly. It's just a possibility, doesn't mean it will happen, but it's possible. So Wednesday, this goes still shows snow until Wednesday night, but Thursday morning things shift. Shows up many areas with frost along southeastern Australia, even central Australia, in a few spots. And then this goes later. The night shows even more. A few spots there, fog and frost in some areas. Thursday morning. So Thursday shows here during the afternoon better, but like further into the night, frost in southern Queensland, New South Wales, and does grow the area here for frost and some fog. So be aware now by Friday and Saturday morning, more fog, many areas, and frost. So be careful in those areas. Some low visibility because of the fog and some frost as well. So stay safe going down towards New Zealand. Shows those cold temperatures, the mountains still, few spots there towards central northern New Zealand. So This goes Tuesday, still not that cold because the cold air is still in Australia, but shows like some 15 degrees in Auckland, a few spots Wednesday during the day. During the night, it doesn't get that cold, but starts getting colder by Thursday night. When this front comes, some negative temperatures. The South Island shows like further into Thursday, Friday, especially Friday night into Saturday more negative temperatures in the South Island, and be careful with frost there too in many areas. So Friday this goes doesn't even get that high during the day, remains negative during Saturday, but some 16 degrees on the northern coast there, so there's better. But goes Saturday there, Sunday morning shows very cold, some -9, those mountains, -11 degrees the European. The icons like much is less cold than the European, just -3. The GFS is just some isolated pockets to -4. So the European might be too much, but it's usually very accurate on the temperatures. Shows some spots by Sunday night to next Monday, the 30th, some negative temperatures, the South Island still. The extreme north still slightly milder and somewhat chilly, but this by June 30th and July 1st shows some -7 still in a few spots. So stay safe. And the other week, July 2nd and everything still shows some cold before the next front comes. So be aware those temperatures too. Now for the north, in terms of temperatures, it's very tropical there, as you know, just some higher elevations in Papua New Guinea, slightly less. But for rainfall, just next day or so, already shows slightly heavier in the Samoa Islands. Next 5 days, it's even close to 100 millimeters, a few spots near the Samoa Islands to 106, just north of the Samoa Islands more as well. Some 80 millimeters, a few spots more across central northern Samoa Islands. So be careful, some showers and thunderstorms across those areas. The European has this surge of moisture into northern Queensland to like 121 millimeters next Saturday. The GFS like 2 millimeters, so the GFS not even thinking about that. The icon 0, absolutely 0. The axis does have something similar to the European, but much lighter, just around 26 millimeters. So we'll keep watching there. But the axis like southern Samoa Islands to 200 millimeters, a few spots to 201, central Samoa Islands. So be careful those storms, they might get heavy, especially in the very tropical spots, Papua New Guinea to 300 millimeters possible, some 351 in some spots on the axis. The European has much less than the axis, just around 96 millimeters Western Guinea into Papua New Guinea. But be aware, southern Indonesia, some islands more than 100 millimeters, extreme southern Indonesia, central areas are slightly better, but shows are still to 70 millimeters, Sulawesi 74, then just around northern Kalimantan shows 200 millimeters on the European model. The icon is slightly scared, but has some storms in Malaysia, some tropical showers and storms in Indonesia, but the axis it has like those areas, southern Indonesia there into Western Guinea, more than 200 meters along the island, Western Guinea, especially in the ocean there, central southern Indonesia, more than 100 meters, some spots, southern Kalimantan as well. So beware, some small islands there. Sumatra, it's much better, but still some showers. And I don't know why I switched to inches suddenly. So shows central areas better, just northern Sumatra, a few more storms and like spots along southern Sumatra into Java, some showers and storms, but nothing that crazy. So be aware, just those the tropical weather as usual, and does show, like I said in the Asia video, along Palau, Guam, those areas, slightly more rain, northern Kiribati and central Kiribati, some passing showers better, but the Marshall Islands slightly more, and Micronesia. So before we move on, let's just see West Island. The Cocos Island shows some 75 millimeters because of a low pressure might develop further south. So be aware, a few storms near the Cocos Islands too. Now the models have more rain there. So be aware, this is the icon now, shows storms along the Cocos Islands until the end of this week. So be careful in those areas. And some interesting things are happening along Tonga and Fiji as well. There's some showers and storms in Tonga now, according to the models, and shows some heavy rain throughout Wednesday in Tonga, tomorrow into the Cook Islands, and more spots there along Samoa as well, as did some extra tropical low pressures try to develop there. So be careful. And here shows the satellites, some storms in Asia between Fiji and Samoa. So stay safe. That does show the rainfall, not too much in Fiji, some 5 millimeters, 19 millimeters, passing showers in Vanuatu to New Caledonia, a finger or two further in Samoa, some storms near Samoa, especially between the Cook Islands and Tonga, some heavier showers. Northern Tonga is even more than 100 millimeters. Spots in the Cook Islands, more storms as well, and southern French Polynesia, just south of Papeete. This cold front, a few more storms until next Sunday shows across further southeastern Indonesia, not Indonesia, southeastern French Polynesia, Adamstown, a few fronts as well, Mauritius Sud, and further north, just some tropical showers. So shows Tuesday and Wednesday here, a few showers there, that front in the Cook Islands and in southern French Polynesia, south of Papeete, some strong storms near Mauritius Sud. By next Sunday, Adamstown shows a few other fronts later. So be aware, those areas, especially these systems now, some heavy rain. So be aware, those areas shows some islands, the Central Pacific, some more showers and storms, the intertropical converges on, a few showers in Hawaii, storm or two, but mainly some showers. And yeah, so stay safe in those areas, especially the cold, the snow, and the strong winds and everything, and more happening. So be aware. The image of the day is this big lightning strike from a storm I saw last year. Stay safe.